Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence. I'm the mysterious JG. Although those war drums are playing away, which makes the guy who, can't remember your username, but the guy who made Saruko very, very happy. It's no longer really about us, although we do have we are besieging, at long last, kind of on a whim, Nagashima. Because I was warned if I didn't hurry up and take it soon, it was going to mess up an event. I figured I had to keep it under their control until an event, but somebody told me, no, you can take it over and then it pops back when it's time. And that would give me a chance to start developing in the right directions. Didn't cost me very much to take it. I don't feel like I lost a lot of troops. So we'll have that very soon. And then the big action is going to be down here in Nagashino. But first we got a little domestic stuff to take care of.
What would you like?
What does it say? The bountiful harvest has made rice rather cheap. Perhaps now would be the best time to stock up. Yeah, it's a buyer's market, not a seller's market for rice. I guess I could do that, but I think I'm better off just... I want to save up because I know I've got another... all these castles need work. Well, actually, they've got a two-story Tenshu. Could build a residence. That would cost like 2,500 gold, though. Yikes. I've only got about 8,000. Still, though, an increased population, which is the main thing I think I really need to get going. Asamiya Castle's got nobody in it. So I will need to pull some talent. Well, we have been leaving Skadi here, but it's obvious that their skills are needed elsewhere at this point. I don't know how useful Gomon is going to be over there, but I like the idea of having him around. Skadi, it's not the biggest city in the Empire, but I need you to basically build it up from scratch, essentially. Inuyama is an important place, though, so hopefully it'll still be able to get some good growth going. Mr. P is basically running this place. He's the overseer. He might not be a bad one to bring over there either, and they can get a different overseer. Oh, I got him involved in diplomacy, eh? Alright, well. Nope. Not you, then. We put you in charge of this place, so... Now, one thing that'll mean is that I won't have any particularly great officers in that city the next time we launch an attack. Oh, that was Kiyosu? Yeah, never mind. That's, I think, the city that Katsuie keeps marching out of. Either that or Narumi. One of the cities with, like, no troops left is Katsuie City, because he commands a huge unit of troops every time he leaves. Negotiate. Looks like there are one Odami who want to be our vassals. Well, who wants to be our vassals? He said somebody wants to be our vassal. Well, our diplomacy is with the court is back at 100 because we failed in what we were trying to do. Can look for Nobuyori Yusa. Don't know who you are. Don't know if I'm supposed to care. Guy's not a good leader. He's not good at much of anything, but he's really not a good leader. Guy's not real happy. How far away are we allowed to go with this? These hiring efforts? Well, you guys are. I wonder what's going on over there. Oh, maybe the Chosakabe are trying to... Yeah, the Chosakabe are trying to expand into Honshu. Maybe I need to be a little bit more concerned with them than I have been. In the long term, of course. Yeah, the Chosakabe are picking a fight with Yamago. Maybe I need to start negotiating with the Chosakabe. Though again, that's more gold I'm flushing down the toilet trying to get everybody's... It'd be difficult to gain their trust, I'd say. Well, you're right, but... it's worth a try. You know, this is what we were going to have you doing with the Imperial Court. I'll begin working with the Chosakabe clan. Wait for good news, my liege. Yeah. Oh, we can now actually survey some of these new territories. What about you? Presence of Minds Wizards, a wonderful idea. Oh. Okay, well temporarily we'll pull you off of being Overseer because Soup Phantom actually thinks something good will come of this. So apparently we're expecting to find some good shit here. I'd love to get like a gold mine. We've never had one of those. So maybe one person searching would have been enough. Because they're going to search multiple areas. I don't know. 100%, with 100% certainty how that would have worked. So... looks to me like Asamiya is just kind of stuck with the roads it has. Iga Ueno could be improving. Let's get you doing that, because it won't take you all that long. Yeah, I mean, I want to get these roads that are right outside the cities as good as they can get as fast as possible. I'm a little confused about Amiya Castle there. Which roads actually affect it? That's Makashima. I would think that these two roads at least affect it. And really just seems like there's this one road passing through. So I get confused sometimes about what's road and what's like border. So this road is a mountain path. It's as good as it's gonna get. Gotcha. This road could be improved though. I got some of my like hardcore old school best political retainers moved out of Mino. I hope they're, you know, happy with their new commute. Just kidding, folks. But yeah, I've put a lot of work into getting my best political officers out here to build these cities up. I hope it pays off. Okay, there's more stuff that I feel like we should be doing, but there's also just a lot of gold being spent right now. So let's take a look at the more interesting battle, not ours, but the... Nakashima Castle says they'll surrender. Seems like this battle's ours. Looks like I've gained the schemer trait. I've gained the agility trait. Because we've gone stronger, Atsuta tribe has sworn allegiance to us. So that is the tribe that was split between us and you know, these guys, the Hong Kong Gongji, whatever the hell they're called, the Honggonji. Yeah, Honggonji. There's a lot of interesting fights going on now. The Hosokawa clan, whom we just like raped and murdered and stole all their shit, are fighting for their lives now against the Suzuki clan has suddenly taken on air. So like, this seems like a good time to attack while they're at their weakest. And you know, Suzuki clan, you gotta pick your spots. You probably weren't gonna get a whole lot of opportunities to expand. You grabbed the first one you got. I commend you. But you guys need to start heading for home. Although a little insurance policy, maybe? I don't think they need the help. But well, you know what? I don't know how the AI will react if I go down there and interfere without being... No, go home. I don't know how the AI will react if I... She didn't have a verbal clue there, or a verbal cue. She didn't say, we're going home. So I got a little nervous that it wasn't happening, and gave her the order again. It read on screen, we're going home, but anyway. So Atsuta tribe has announced their allegiance to us. They were... I think these guys, no, they must have been these guys, yeah. Which means that whenever we get to a new domestic turn, we can check in on all that. Why aren't you in there helping? This can't be good. Let's decide what to do with the captives. Now, I haven't executed anyone yet. Oh, to serve money. You see, he seems happy enough to serve. Alright, so where do you think you're going? Oh, we got a couple of Honganji dudes. I have sworn loyalty to the Honganji clan. I cannot turn on them. None of them will join us. That guy's got 3 traits. But I might screw up history if I kill them. I haven't killed anybody yet. I'm not really role-playing that good as Nobunaga, because he was known for being pretty ruthless. He was an intelligent man, and he knew that a reputation for that would prevent, you know, people from trifling with him. That was at least part of it. And he also was an atheist. Part of the reputation he had for being ruthless wasn't so much that he was like bloody and vicious compared to other warlords with how he dealt with civilians. It was because he didn't spare people who would have been considered holy by the Buddhists or the Shinto. He treated them the same as anyone else. And that's a big part of where he got his Demon King reputation. So these guys, like, it would be in character as Nobunaga to kill them. But, and, again, they've got traits. That you can learn that way. But, what did I do? Screw this up somehow. Please select who you wish to execute. See, I could learn faith, I could learn politician. These would be things I can acquire them and teach them to my own guys, but I'm not going to do that. Thank you, I won't be forgetting your mercy. So you won't give me shit when I turn Christian later? Poor siege. Well, it looks like, where are you guys thinking? Where are you guys going? Oh, you're gonna flee back to Hikuma Castle the long way. Wow. Man, how the Imagawa have fallen. So it's finally happening. Nagashino has finally fallen. Maybe, you know, somebody was saying we couldn't do it because of something that happened elsewhere with the Takeda. But maybe they'll take back Katsuurao or whatever it was that they lost that they were not supposed to lose. maybe we can still have Nagashino.
Onward to the battlefield.
So I've gained the scheme for trade. Let the nation know my might.
Your orders. Here is last month's balance.
Nice to know that Soup Phantom isn't too upset about not being Lord of the Castle anymore. Expenses outpaced income.
Reporting in.
I looked around Imayura Castle but couldn't find anything. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest in the area. Oh, man. I looked around Makishima Castle, couldn't find anything. There was a secret path near Asayuma Castle. I'll make it so everyone can use it. I was really hoping for like a gold mine or something. And Soup Phantom was all excited about that too. And then when he's like, "You won't find anything, don't look," there was iron. When it's like, "Oh sure, that's a great idea," there's fucking nothing. Great job, Soup Phantom. Have we got officers in all the castles? No, we got to send some down now to crazy Honganji Temple place. So let's do that before we forget. See, this allows you to actually just do it by trait, or you can do it by pull. But this isn't so darn it. This isn't so important that I want to completely ignore. Like, I wouldn't want to pull the two best pull officers and find out, oh, they were actually over here. I'd want to pull from places that have done most of the growing they need to do. So who are my best pull officers at the Kyosu Castle? Garth Morgan, who is currently Overseer. Oh, Master Miller's still in Kyosu Castle. See, I was going to move him, and I didn't because I thought... Ooh, jeez, you guys are all pissed. But you also have shitty stats, so I don't care. Katsuie is not bad, but I want to leave him here because this city has really great conscript rate, which means it can support large troop units, which Katsuie can lead. Garth Morgan wouldn't be a bad choice, but now I want to bring Master Miller down here and let him be the Lord of the Castle. And Katsuie would probably be Overseer here. Well... I'll just get 2 out of here, and then 2 out of somewhere else. Like Shibata would be good. Ryu Doragon's actually got the highest pull in the city, huh? It's mildly surprising. Means I've got a lot of crappy officers congregated here. So whenever they get there, I'll put Master Miller in charge of Nagashima. And that should keep his loyalty in the blue until he's been around long enough to get the longevity bonus for being an Oda officer. And then I really won't have to worry about him. So I feel a little bad about it. Master Miller is one of the first created officers I didn't have to give treasure to. Because I think we can lock him down without the need. Meanwhile, we're now on the border, essentially, with the Imago. We've got 16 months worth of allegiance left. I'd like to get the diplomacy. We're working diplomacy with them. I'd like to get that back up. I don't want to sell a lot of food to make gold, but I do want to continue building. See, he's trying to tell us to. He's trying to tell us to buy rice, and I'm selling it for like less than a gold each.
Thank you very much.
So I'll have to avoid sending huge armies marching around if I'm going to keep selling gold for food. Food for gold, rather. Now I've got enough gold to get that title, but I don't want to. to start stocking up. Now, the idea here... What was I doing here? I've got a cargoman that's helping one of these facilities, which is why it's a conscript A. This is a town fair, which is going to be a coin exchange to help crops and crafts, to help this out. And this is already at A. See, this place has very few districts, but they're on decent land. And now I can build an orchard, which is going to make this an A. Yep. We're kind of out of... We don't really need that many officers here. Although, we'll need an overseer there, because we're going to increase the what that city can do. But it is kind of neat. You can quick peek, as you can see, they are near to what they can do as far as conscription, but food and gold they can still work on. So you can actually see which places are maxed out. And I need to leave, well, except for this one, because I've got the diplomacy thing going. Kifu Castle really needs to work on its conscription. It could be a lot higher. Well, now that all of our campaigning is done, we're still the third largest force in both population and military might, but with less than half of number one. Now, Hojo just have a very big lead. They got 20 fortresses. We only got 14. Hey, of course, we got more treasures than anyone else. We also got more officers than anyone else. But soldiers is kind of more important right now. Our golden, yeah, see, our income is way lower than that of the Hojo. Our harvest is not as high as the Hojo either. Max troops, we got the second highest max troops. We got the most horses. We do not have the most muskets. And we don't have the most horses either. The Oichi do. The Imago are not doing that great for muskets either. Hojo don't have muskets yet, but they will as soon as we fight them. So we gotta be careful with that. Musket-wise, we're actually one of the top powers. But I've been trying desperately to buy muskets every turn. I can't afford to keep doing that. So some of these cities are going to have to get restructured at some point, because I don't know what the AI had been doing with them. Got a military district with nothing on it yet. They are working towards an orchard. I would rather they were doing a cargoman, because I want conscripts. They're also doing an orchard. That doesn't even make sense. I guess canals makes the district suitable for crops right away. The canal is better than the village as far as the short term. Like before you finish. But this actually needs to be a village so that I can get a cargoman going. That'll take it down to a C. And this would go down to a C. This one I'm a little bit more okay with, because if the inn makes sense for now. But this one it could make some sense because it's boosting this to be an A. But this one really needs to be a cargoman in the long run. Sadako, tear it down. Well, it'll make this a D. I don't know. This city's never going to be that great. It's only got 4 districts to work with. But I know that advancing this from canals to orchard will do nothing. Because the only thing it's adjacent to is its conscript district. Temple. Village. See, this won't do anything until... Canals is a good... It's almost like a good point for this to stop. Because if I tear this up, it'll go down to being crops C. I could get this thing up to D. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I like Cargomans, what can I say? See, these are tiny little fortresses out here. So, I'll want... Again, they're doing this... They're always doing canals. Farmers Fair, Special Fair. Describes gold corn population increases quickly. See, I might have gone with one of these. Farmer Fair and Special Fair. But I don't think the population here is... I mean, there's just no districts to work with. I would probably have done a Cargoman here as well. Just so that this would get up to D at least. And they went with an inn here. Inn's not too bad. This is going to make it suitable for crops, which got up to C, and then when I build an orchard, it'll turn this from an A into... I don't know if there is an S. Maybe this should be going for gold income and population increase. Or gold income and adjacent suitable for crafts. Or Cargoman, because that's my traditional one. The village does nothing, but also makes adjacent structures districts suitable for conscripts and crops. Yeah, I might go with a Cargoman there too. Or I could just have cities where I'm never going to march troops out of. Whatever it is, I don't like the orchard. Special Fair. Or Weaver. Gold income. I'd be trading food for gold. Well, I think it's pretty apparent that I don't like... There's a couple of different things that I can't choose between, but I don't like the one that they've got. Let's put it that way. You I did, right? Canals and a reservoir makes the district more suitable for crops, reduces damage from famine. Improvements depot, although I don't think you need to build the fountain. You don't need a fountain to get a depot, do you? I have a depot in one of these. I think Inuyama Castle has a depot. The resource is a fountain, but you don't need to build the required structure that the resource lets you have. Crafts and crops. They're doing theater. They're doing a rice dealer. Castle Fair makes districts more suitable for crafts. Oh, I like trader. Your town fair makes it more suitable for crafts, and then you've got conscripts and crafts. So I could do a cargoman, a trader, and then something to improve this, and I'll end up having conscripts like A. Sarko, sorry, but you're gonna have to start destroying. I know it's against your nature, but you must start tearing up these facilities. This is where I just was, right? Yeah. Canals, rice dealer. Yeah, we looked at this one before. I guess I could have let them build up farther before I started tearing stuff down. Jeez. Rice dealer. See, again, I prefer trader. But, well, what is trader doing? Trader's not affecting agriculture. Yeah. Probably you need to do the agriculture one because they put 2 agricultures here. Oh, this is already a crops S, though. And it's building an orchard to improve this. So you need to do monies over here and then probably conscripts over here. Yeah, if you did, see, this would be a great place to have a cargoman. You could have conscripts, conscripts, conscripts on the horses. Then you'd have 2 commercial things that are both getting boosted by the fountain or canals, whatever, orchard. Oh, well. Oh, it's just a commons, so I can still turn this into a cargoman and put conscript stuff here. And then have all the conscripts do the one that increase the adjacent conscripts. And here's an actual decent-sized city for a change, although it's kind of strangling Ottawa. Seafood, for the seafood lover in you, you always have to build that when you have the opportunity. And that too. And then they're going with an orchard, which will, yeah, this will be a pretty big food city eventually. But yeah, I see they're doing very little in the way of conscript development, but see, blacksmith and studio makes the district suitable for crafts. Well, I guess this will end up being an economic city. I hate to see so little going on with conscripting, but yeah, I mean, look at this. They've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 districts, and they only set aside 1 to actually for conscripts. So what would you do to fix this, JG? You can well, this one's pretty good because it's surrounded by agriculture districts. I could tear up some of the commercial districts and put in conscript districts along. But then I wouldn't have, yeah, I wouldn't have very many at all. I guess I could turn these 2 into conscript districts. But honestly, I mean, I like the amount of agriculture that's going on here. Because it's, you know, I'm going to need food for these frickin' armies. Maybe this would have been a decent place for, because fisheries are great. Makes the district and adjacent districts more suitable for crops, crafts, and conscripts. So I think you could put military here and here. Maybe turn one of these into military. But there's nothing that needs to be torn down right now, unless I just wanted to completely undo this whole district into something else. Blacksmiths do what? Increases storm attack of units. Nah, see, I prefer to go to coin exchanges because I think it provides a bigger boost. So this is they're improving storm attack. I think if you did you could probably maybe turn this into conscript and this into conscript, and then have 2 commercials and 4 agriculture, and I'd be continuing to sell. Only have 5 agriculture. I'd be continuing to sell food a bit. Maybe just one of these could turned into conscripts. This hasn't developed anything yet. I don't know. I feel like I'm spending way too much time thinking about it, though. How much time have we got left in this video? I've already gone over. Alright. Just agonizing over all this stuff. Part of me feels like I should be doing it off screen anyway. Got all this labor that isn't spent. 8 labor to change a district. CBC, EBD, FFF. This district is horrible at everything. See, part of me wants to make this a cargoman or something, but I know that would be silly. Conscripts D, conscripts C. I need to remember what you can build in some of the conscript districts anyway. So I could build, in that one that has a C, I could build a drill grounds to make it more suitable. I could do, yeah, if I turn that one that's already a C, I could do a drill grounds, get it to be a B. Let the other two be economic and build stuff in them that will boost each other. That's probably my best bet. Because right now the conscripting there is just non-existent. I need soldiers. This would be a C, but it could turn itself into a B with the proper facility. And then these, instead of blacksmiths, I need to build coin exchanges so that they'll improve each other. I hate to do it, it's all that gold, but gold was kind of the thing I'm favoring the least right now, oddly enough. Trying to keep those troop counts very high. Maybe, oh, I'm agonizing over this decision now. Is it okay to have one city that isn't producing a lot of troops? It's got 7,000 troops. I mean, that's because of its total population. Its conscription speed is pretty low. Like if they went out and marched in war, they would it would take a long time to replace them. Let's see, this place is only halfway developed. It brings in 2,100 gold. Let's compare that to, like... Yeah, it seems like it's on course to... It's on par to be as good as, like, Gifu and some of my other bigger cities. Shibata Castle here, which is the one that I keep marching all these troops out of, is really not even anywhere near as commercially developed. I already know I'm supposed to be ending this. Well, it's only got the 2. It's actually not a fair comparison because of the size. Gifu Castle has got it's really only got 2 conscript districts. That's something I was actually thinking I was going to have to change eventually anyway too. But yeah, that's I can't have that. It's doing no conscripting. Let's change this to a conscript district. We'll have Charlton Jaina. Doesn't seem like she's all about war, but she will get that change made. And then I'm cool with this because these are all boosting each other's agriculture, the orchards. I'll have a lot of food coming out of this city. But now this blacksmith, that's no good. I'm going to want coin exchanges here to make adjacent districts suitable for crops and crafts. And then this This one doesn't have anything yet, but I'll eventually have coin exchange to boost up the crafts a little bit here, and then these will both have something to just boost up their own output of soldiers, and then I will call it a video and take a break to cook some dinner and have everybody comment on how suboptimal my my city building is. Suboptimal. You should be putting in stuff to give you a bonus to attack. Every single city should have like 8 gardens in it, JG. Well, let's see, folks. I mean, part of the problem is there's so many things going on in this game that aren't explained in the manual. You don't really know whether you're doing things wrong and are just barely getting by and barely surviving your own failures, or if you're actually doing pretty good. It's kind of hard to know. I'm already over. End the video. End the video. Okay, I'm ending the video. Next time, I guess the first thing I'm going to do is just let the turn rip and let a month go by. I'll have officers in new cities to make castle lords, etc. See you for that, folks. Bye-bye.